This one has 120. And this one has 150. So that's good. I like this one better. Blech. The Celtic sea salt water, distilled water with Celtic sea salt water doesn't taste good. Distilled water with the Himalayan salt tastes good. Wow, it tastes good. I had no idea. I have to switch from Celtic sea salt to Himalayan salt. I've decided to do a test between Himalayan salt and Celtic sea salt. I'll place 10 tablespoons of salt in these bottles. Here I'll place Himalayan because I've marked an H, and here I'll place Celtic. I've marked a C on the bottle. And in about a week after it dissolves, I'll see which one has more residue and which one tastes better, I guess. Now this is the Himalayan. And now I will put 10 tablespoons of Celtic. In both these bottles I got 10 tablespoons of salt. And now I'm adding distilled water, and next week I'll show you which one has more residue. Okay, that's it. So the H is the pink one, and the C is it looks green. It's the green blue one. Is the Celtic. I gave them a shake, and as you can see, they're both very dirty. I don't actually recommend anyone consuming either one of these salts the way they are. I think it's better to just dissolve the salt in water and then allow the dirt to get on the bottom of the bottle, and then to consume only the water. But we'll see next week. So a few days have passed, and some of the salt diluted itself. This is the Himalayan, and this is the Celtic sea salt. I'm doing this test because online different companies they do test these kind of salts, but they give different test results. Some companies say that Himalayan salt has 0.1 units of lead, while other third-party companies, they say that the least amount of lead found in salt is 0.4, and one is found in table salt, and the highest amount is found in Celtic sea salt with 1.3. So Himalayan, they do not say it, but they imply that it's between 0.4 and 1.3. While, as I said, other companies say that Himalayan has 0.1. So it's not really certain how much lead and how much mercury is found in these salts, unless maybe they were to test it and say the batch from 2018 has this amount of components and from 2019 has this amount of components. The way they just test it, and different companies test it and they have different results, make me think that those tests are unreliable, in my opinion. So I decided to just look at how much residue they have, I guess, but try to filter the water and hope to get less chemicals in the final product. So the Celtic sea salt definitely has more residue than the Himalayan. The only problem is that the Celtic, the residue, it resembles mud. So I think I can filter this, the mud or the sand. It's here. It looks like sand or mud. I'm not sure how I'm gonna filter the part on top. Okay, that's a problem. The Himalayan, the residue looks like a cloud, like a fog when I move it around, so I'm not sure how I am going to filter this. I've tried to filter this before. This is not the first time I'm doing this experiment. I've tried to filter it before, I wasn't able to. That's why I kept on throwing away the Himalayan salt and the salted water, because this looks like a fine sand that, like it or not, you are going to drink it if you put the Himalayan salt in the water. This one, I guess and I hope it will stay away. I'll be able to catch it with a coffee filter. So this is what I'm going to do right now. The final result doesn't look very clean. Yuck. Well, I've tried, but it doesn't look very clean. I don't think the coffee filter does anything. I'll just wash the bottle. I threw away some dirt and then I added some more water and I put it in here because I had some undiluted salt. As you can see, the end result looks quite dirty. Now the bottle is washed, so I'm placing the water back in the bottle to see how many residues I'll get in a few days. I'm back. The recipient is clean. I have a new coffee filter. The old one from the Celtic sea salt has some dirt in it. There it is. Oops. It caught some dirt. That's the good part. I'm pretty sure the new coffee filter will not be able to catch any of the cloud and the dirt in the Himalayan salt. See it? It's coming up. A big part of the salt is still undissolved. See? I don't know what to do. How do I get rid of the red sand? I'll put this in a jar. I decided to put the rest in a cup, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up the salt without the dirt. See how much dirt you drink if you drink water with salt, or how much dirt you put in your food if you use this kind of salt in your food. I'll wash this and throw away the dirt to see if I can get the salt clean. I threw away the dirt from the cap and washed the bottle. This is how much salt is still undiluted. I've put the same amount of salt in both of these bottles, but about half of it is still undiluted from Himalayan salt. The interesting part is that water here seems cleaner compared to the water with Celtic sea salt. So I'd say Himalayan salt probably has less dirt. That's what it looks like. Yeah, this one definitely looks cleaner. Himalayan salt looks cleaner compared to the Celtic sea salt. This one has more water because there was some undissolved salt in the Celtic sea, so I added some more distilled water in order to dissolve it. Now I don't think I should measure them. I think this one definitely has more particles compared to this one, but okay, let's... In my opinion, I think I've saturated water with salt. So I have here distilled water. It says 7. Well, let's see if you can see now. Whatever. Anyways, I'm using the same water. I'm using a teaspoon, so I'll put a teaspoon of water. This is empty, okay? Teaspoon in here. This one's empty as well. A teaspoon in here. Okay. And now I'll take a drop. One drop. Okay. Let's wash it. Okay. Let's test it. Oh, come on. It's not enough water? Yeah. I have to add more water. I'll take 2 teaspoons. Now I'm testing it. Between 480 and 460. Oh, let's say 480. Ooh, come on. It was 450. That's what it says. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Celtic sea salt. This is the Himalayan. Okay, gotcha. 1 drop. Yeah, I put it where I was supposed to. Just in case it had any water, any salt. You know. It's got 600, 700. Wow. This one has 460, and this one has 700. Oh, crap. I think it's because I've added more water to this one. So this one has more salt actually. This one has more dirt. The Himalayan has 700 and this one has 450. Because the Himalayan has more salt in it. Now the measuring isn't really helping, except to the fact that because 1 teaspoon has 5 milliliters, in 10 milliliters of water I've put 1 drop of water saturated with salt, and it had 700 particles. It is best to consume water with around 200 or less particles. Therefore, I could put 2 drops in 100 milliliters or 20 drops in 1 liter of distilled water. I don't think that 1 liter of distilled water tastes good with only 20 drops of water saturated with salt. But I could test it, I guess. Or I could test 100 milliliters. That's what I do. These caps carry about 50, 60 milliliters. So I'll just put enough distilled water until I have 200 particles. And test to see if I like the taste of water. Oh, this one has 120. And this one has 150. So that's good. I like this one better. Blech. the Celtic sea salt water, distilled water with Celtic sea salt water doesn't taste good. Distilled water with the Himalayan salt tastes good. Wow, it tastes good. I had no idea. I have to switch from Celtic sea salt to Himalayan salt, and I bought about 25 kilograms of Celtic sea salt. But I like the water. It doesn't taste salty, it tastes fresh. It's amazing. I had no idea, so I have to make the switch from Celtic sea salt to Himalayan salt in the water. But I definitely have to keep it in distilled water for a few days to clear it up, to clean it up. And that's it. Thank you.